What up, guys? So check it out. I just got back from Sprouts. I had just about $5 to spend. This was just under $5. I'll let you know what I bought. I bought some green beans. It's a nice bunch of green beans. I got some tomatoes. So I got 2 tomatoes. I got 2 avocados. I got 4 bananas. I got a small bunch, but a nice bunch of walnuts. And I got a little bit of brown rice and beans. I already have a little bit of lentils here and a little bit of rice, so I didn't need too much. This was like a quarter, or like 30 cents, or like a quarter. And this was too, like a quarter or 30 cents, one or the other. Anyways, and then I got this, which was, I think, like 30 cents as well. It was like 80 cents per pound, which are the oats. And this was a quarter pound, so like 20 cents. Anyways, and then I got a water, and that was all just under $5. So I'll tell you what I do know real quick. So the tomatoes have lycopene. Lycopene is a super powerful antioxidant. That's pretty much a huge reason why you want to eat plants, fruits, etc., because they have antioxidants, like incredible amounts of antioxidants. You want that in your life, I promise. So tomatoes, one thing I do know is that they got a great amount of lycopene. Okay, I believe they probably have like folate too, but anyways, what I do know is they got lycopene. Avocados, check it out. I have a little page right here on avocados. Vitamin K. Okay, that's important for bone health and wound healing. As far as I understand, vitamin K is needed for the production of specific proteins that have to do with bone health and wound healing, like blood clotting, for example. And then folate, which is vitamin B9, also known as folic. So if you buy it like the synthetic form, it's called folic. When it's found in food, it's called folate. It's important for cell health, but the reason it's so important for cell health, it's important for DNA and RNA synthesis. It's like super important for that. It's like, as far as I understand, it's incredibly important for DNA and RNA synthesis. And as far as what that means is, it's that it's needed to make proteins and it's needed to make cells. So to make new cells and to make new proteins, you need RNA synthesis and you need DNA synthesis. I'll leave it at that with folate. Super important. And avocados have more potassium than bananas. So potassium is a very important mineral, along with things like magnesium. Magnesium is very important. Sodium is very important. But anyways, you want to get your potassium, avocados are going to do that for you. And they also have super healthy fats, so you want that. Walnuts, okay. Walnuts are very high in vitamin E. The most abundant kinds of vitamin E's you find are a vitamin E that is in alpha form. So it's in alpha form. So if you look up vitamin E, there's an alpha and there's a gamma. So alpha is the most abundant. However, walnuts have the gamma version of vitamin E, which is nice. So you get vitamin E is a super powerful antioxidant. We're not getting enough vitamin C, enough vitamin E. We're not getting enough potassium. We're not getting enough things like magnesium. So that's the reason why you want to eat these health foods, guys, because that's where you're going to find them. Also, walnuts, nuts and seeds seem to be pretty high in antioxidants, but walnuts seem to be like the nut, along with pecan and maybe one other nut, but like walnut seems to be the nut, the one that you want. Like, I mean, the walnut seems to be the absolute king of nuts, maybe along with the pecan as well. It seems, as far as I've understood so far. So the walnut, all nuts have a lot of antioxidants, but the walnuts are just ridiculous. They're just on another level, as far as I understand. And they work good with the bacteria in your gut. So if you keep yourself clean with your bacteria in your gut, You keep your like probiotics and your gut bacteria all nice and well taken care of. The walnuts are only going to benefit it even better because of certain substances or like plant nutrients that it has. Okay, bananas, they have super high vitamin B6, which is pyridoxine. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Pyridoxine, B6 is needed to make serotonin and to make norepinephrine, which are basically happy hormones. So they're gonna help you with anxiety and stress, etc. Also, there's tryptophan in bananas, and B6 and tryptophan work together to make serotonin. So you got like a whole little happy package right here. And then also they got good fiber. They got pectin and they also got resistant fiber. Both are great forms of fiber. You want the fiber in your life and through your intestines. Either it's gonna move stuff through your intestines or it's gonna feed the good bacteria in your gut. So you got bacteria in your gut. You wanna make sure the bacteria eats. So there's probiotics, that's basically the good bacteria, and the food is the prebiotics, and that's what this can be for your gut. Okay, the greener it is, the more of a prebiotic it is. And the more ripe it is, the more yellow it is or brown, then it's more of a pectin, and that's a different kind of fiber that's gonna help pull things through your intestines. The green beans, I'm not sure. This is something I have to look up to find out what are the health benefits of green beans more specifically. Rice and beans together, they make a complete protein. There is 9 essential proteins that we have to get from food because our bodies basically cannot make them, as far as I understand, or they cannot make them in great enough quantities, something like that. So beans and rice together make a complete protein. And oats, I'm gonna look that one up again, but man, every single time I look up oats, it's just like pretty much abundant in nutrients. So some important nutrients right off the bat, like that I know that are needed, are things like magnesium, things like I said, potassium, all the B vitamins. I could go and name them all, but like thiamine, riboflavin, niacin. Then there's biotin and pyridoxine and a bunch more. And then there's like, anyways. So one more thing I wanted to share. This morning I had some oatmeal, and before I had some oatmeal, I drank some apple cider vinegar. That's going to help with the metabolizing of glucose, which is carbohydrates with its sugar. You don't want to spike your blood sugar. Insulin has a lot to do with blood sugar, so like diabetics, for example. So that's going to help diabetics, and it's also just going to help people in general. If you take some apple cider vinegar before you eat, it's going to help you digest carbohydrates or sugars better. And also to that apple cider vinegar, I added some ginger, I added some cayenne pepper, and I added some Ceylon cinnamon. The cayenne pepper is going to get your metabolism going. It's going to kind of like get you running. The ginger, as far as I understand, one thing it's good for is digestion, but it's also good for cleaning out your gut. I know it's good for like parasites also. And then another thing, Ceylon cinnamon is super high in antioxidants. And as far as I understand today, from a video I watched, it's also good for your joints and your nerve health. So I encourage you to, research these things further. But Ceylon cinnamon, cayenne pepper, apple cider vinegar, ginger, avocados, walnuts, tomatoes, brown rice, and black beans, bananas, oats, green beans, and that's what I got right now, guys. So check it out. I'm just sharing. Maybe some of these foods will interest you. Once you research them, they might interest you more. I encourage you guys to look up walnuts. I mean, really all of these things, but walnuts. Try walnuts or avocados to start. Those are awesome. All right, talk to y'all later, guys. Oh, and study. We're gonna get to continuing our study session right now, but get your study on. Get your study on when you get time. Take a book along with you, when you're on your break at work. I also like to carry a jump rope with me every time I'd be on break on work. I take out my jump rope. 10 minutes of jump rope will do a lot of good for your body. Even 5 minutes of just some quick exercise will do a lot of good for your body. All right, and then talk to y'all later. Peace out.